18 straight errorless innings for the Nationals, and they've made some wow plays in there yesterday, Bo. Juan Soto and Anthony Rendon.
That's a tremendous play there. Matter of fact, knowing exactly where the wall was at, he timed his jump perfectly and was able to make a great catch down the left field line.
And then Anthony Rendon moving to his right.
Again, we continue to talk about Anthony in the batter's box, but I tell you, he is one of the best third basemen in all of baseball. This is a tremendous play, and I would love to get the StatCast on that throw across the diamond.
Yeah, that was a cannon from Anthony Rendon, straight over the top on a line, one of the furthest throws that a third baseman can make. Bo, let's get into this now, because the Nationals have played well during short periods defensively this year, but the consistency from a defensive standpoint hasn't been there. So give us your 5 keys to defensive consistency at the major league level.
Well, again, we're going to start with separation, and then you're going to talk about the pitchers, then we're going to talk about anticipation and instincts, and then the last one we're going to talk about is positioning. But I'm going to start with separation, and the reason I say separation is because when you think about major league players, they're at this level because they're some of the best talents in the world. But Sandy Alomar, one of my coaches, told me this a long time ago. You have to separate offense from defense. I had a conversation with one of the best defenders in all of baseball history, and Ozzie Smith, and he said this to me. He said, Bo, I became a great defender when I stopped taking my offense to the field. Most players will never admit this. I had a string of 226 straight games in which I did not make an error. I struck out with the bases loaded, with the game on the line, was really upset, go out to center field. The next ground ball that's hit to me, I booted it and made an error for the first time in I don't know how many games. So separation is key.
Okay, number 2 on your list is the pitcher. What do you mean by that?
What I mean by the pitcher is basically the tempo in which the guy on the mound basically gives the defense. And these guys have done a great job of getting the ball and going. Fedde was a great example yesterday of getting the ball and going. It keeps the defense on their toes, and they stay ready when the ball is going to be hit to them.
Now, numbers 3 and 4 on your list are anticipation and instincts. You said, as we watched Trey Turner and Brian Dozier teaming up on some double plays there, that these go together. Explain to us what you mean by anticipation and instincts.
Well, you learn this in Little League. You want to always anticipate the ball being hit to you. And when you think about your instincts, it's hard to be shocked by what it is you're looking for. So if I'm expecting the ball, I can actually anticipate making a play. It's when you're not expecting the ball where your instincts are not able to be as reactive as they should be.
We've seen this from a number of Nationals players. The one guy that jumps out to me the most with this is Michael A. Taylor, who has improved significantly with his defense over the last few years. It seems like often, Bo, as we watch a play from last year involving Michael A., as soon as the ball is hit, he has a read on the angle that he needs to take to the baseball.
That is a great angle. That's also anticipation and knowing where the wall is at and knowing that he needed to get down to make that catch.
Okay, so those are the top 4 on your list. Number 5 on your list is positioning, and these days there's so much data out there for teams. We got spray charts, we got breakdowns, everything on where the opposition might hit the baseball. That data goes into where you stand, where you're positioned before the ball is even hit.
Well, in today's baseball, you see a lot of guys with cards in their back. And I will tell you this, good defense starts with being in the right place. Again, we know that these guys are the best defenders in the world. They're here because of their skill sets. But if a player is out of position, he will not make plays what we call makeable plays. So being in the right position, that starts with the scouting report, it starts with the coaching staff, and then that information is filtered to the players, and they're able to use that information, which allows them to play fast.
How much of it is, from the coaches telling a guy where to stand, and how much of it is a player having a feel for the game and the opposing hitter and knowing just based on his own mental scouting report where he should be?
And again, both of those go hand in hand. The information in which you receive from the coaching staff and from the analytical department is going to help you be in position, but there are times when the game itself will actually tell you and dictate what you should do.